DJ Wolf Live. Now I'm gonna tell you right up front. This is a disclaimer. This is a disclaimer. This is a no troll zone. Now you can say hi, and I'll say hi back to you. Be respectful. All right. If you're trolling, you will be ignored. Matter of fact, I'll block you. That's another story. But let's get on with this. I'm gonna tell you. Now, I saw video clips of the Grammys. Now, congratulations to Beyonce for getting her Grammys for Cowboy Carter. She deserved it, and you can tell she worked very hard to get to that point, and she did it with good intentions, like she did with her last album. Same thing, She want to focus attention on issues that's never really been discussed or wanted to be discussed by the predominantly white media and white society as a whole. Like the things she did with her last album, her other album, and the things she's doing with Cowboy Carter, bring awareness about black folks in country music. And the banjo actually was not invented by white folks; it was invented by black folks in Africa. This is documented. Look it up. But anyway, besides that, I just the last several years, I'll be honest, I had to stop watching the Grammys. Well, Lil Nas X started doing his crazy stuff on there. I left him alone, and really before that, you know. And since that time, I saw some stuff on the Grammys they were showing on there from the other night that was atrocious, folks. And like I said, it gives me a reason why I never watch the Grammys anymore. So they at one point they had to interview Babyface, um, and somebody on YouTube showed it. And then there was another artist that came right behind Babyface and basically hijacked his interview, right in the middle of the interview. And they stopped to talk to that person. Yeah, they literally moved Babyface to the side. I was like, Babyface now. Babyface was one of the family members of the deal. All right. Babyface, who created mega hits for people like Madonna. All right. Very famous singer, songwriter, and producer in his own right. And you do that. Absolutely disrespectful. And push him aside for a virtual nobody. The person they push him aside for, I don't know who the hell it is. Never heard of him. You know? And that's another whole story. But they were talking about how demonic it really was, that the Grammys have gotten. And it is. Now, I've seen some of the stuff that they showed on there. I'm going to try to watch some of it myself. I'm going to try to watch them. And I'm going to try to give a full review on it whenever I get a chance. But I gave up on the Grammys years ago. It ain't the same. The music ain't the same. The artistry ain't the same. It's just a dog and pony show to me. And some of what I saw was just that and worse. You know, I'm just, and I think for me, it's mainly the music. Now, don't get me wrong, Kendrick Lamar is a beast, and I'm not gonna even knock him for what he did on his album. It's called Entertainment, and he did a good job of it. He did a very good job of what he did in that song. You know, but like I said, for me, musically, overall, music ain't what it used to be anyway, and it's part of the reason why I started watching the Grammys anyway. You know, it's just I don't know. It's just it went from sugar to you know what over the years. And I'm talking about music, not let alone the Grammys. But maybe that's the reason why Grammys are so bad because the music is so bad. You know, it just don't move me like it used to, man. I listened to Soul Town on satellite radio last night, and man, some of that music is like, oh my god, I wish some of that music would come back. You know, because the music of today, I ain't gonna lie, even some, especially some of the stuff that they call hip hop, it's trash. It's straight trash. I'm telling you right now, and I meant what I said. It's straight trash. Yep. I'm not going to even front because there's been some very good hip hop that's been out there over the years. Um, and I ain't talking about just the clean hip hop. There's some not so clean hip hop that's been really good too. I ain't gonna front about that. But the stuff that's out there now, the writing on it, The music they did do with some of it is just complete trash. And I ain't picking no specific artists. It's just some of the music that's out there today. And that's really not just with hip hop either. To be honest, it's with hip hop, it's with R&B, it's with rock and alternative rock. It's not none of it's the same anymore. It's all garbage to me. You know, in terms of a lot of the music that's put out there over the years. It's not what it used to be. It's just not. It don't have the same vibe. It don't have the same feel. It don't have the same movement. They don't even write the same type of. The lyrics is completely like off track to me. All of it's whack. You know. Now, how do I know this? Because I'm a guy that grew up. I'm a child of the 1960s. Okay, so I know about good music. Trust me, I grew up in an era where there was nothing but good music. All right, real talk. And now the music today, I don't even know how somebody. Matter of fact, I know some young people personally, including my own kids, who don't even listen to a lot of stuff out here today. They'll tell you right from, I like your. It's like I like your music, Dad. And when I was a kid, I like my parents' music. I ain't even front. Now they grew up as kids in the 1940s, listen to music by the Mills Brothers and Ethel Waters and uh, what's her name? Uh, I can't believe it. Lena Horns, people like that. You know, as kids. But then again, they came up to the 1950s as kids and teenagers and grew up in the rock and roll era. And some of them music, a lot of them music was pretty good. You know, and I grew up in the '60s. And I was loving. You know, but the music today just they've gone away from traditional music, and that's the problem in itself. Oh man, it's daggone cars. Wow, man, slow for me, man. I should have went around myself. It's just not. It ain't the same music. It don't have the same flavor. It don't have the same vibe. It really don't. It just don't have the same vibe for me anymore, folks. I'm being honest. It just don't. It just don't. It don't move me. It don't rock me. It just And if it don't even get me started on them love songs that they do. These love songs they do out today is horrible, man. Oh my God, so horrible. You, you don't even want me to get started on that. That's another whole story. Now listen to some of that music. Some of that so-called love songs that come out now. Oh my God, pure trash. And I meant what I said. Pure trash. You know. I know some people are like, no, that ain't true. That ain't true. No, it's so true. It's so true, folks. I'm not gonna even front. It's so true. No, I don't want to review it. Said music. Somebody said, "Yep, see, got trolls block already. Don't even want to see it." You know, but y'all know it's true. I know, and like I said, look, this is for all to hear. And I know some folks are gonna be like, "Oh, man, you can't say about all music." I'm saying about a lot of the music today. I can attest to it. I'm a music connoisseur. I took up music in high school. Okay, I play music. All right, not as a producer, but I'm a musician. Okay, y'all music, some of the music, a lot of the music today is pure trash. It is. You know, and I think part of it, and it ain't not necessarily a lot of folks' fault. Maybe some of the producers out here. That's another story. But I do believe it's the fault. I do believe personally it's the fault of them taking music out to schools. I That I think is a big deal. When they started taking music out to schools, it wasn't the same. When they start, the music training and all that stuff, they took a lot of it out. That in itself was part of the problem. When they started taking music out of schools, music was never the same after that. Never the same. That's a known fact. Once they did that, it was over. So I'm just saying. But I just wish that people would take the time to do real good music and not rush music. Music ain't necessarily meant to be rushed. Even Michael Jackson uh, put out records that he wouldn't even put out unless it was perfect. He has, and Prince too, what I heard, has tons of demos that had never been released, have been in vaults after they passed away. You know, Michael Jackson had some demos out in the '80s that he would never release because he didn't think that was good enough. You know, he didn't think it was something that was commercial worthy to be released. You know, same thing with Prince. You know, they were perfectionists. You listen to music, that's what they are, perfectionists. That's why the music was always top tier. Michael Jackson, to be honest, had really, if you think about it, during his career, had one of the most beautiful voices in music. And yes, I will attest to that. Even when he was a kid, you know, a lot of people don't give him credit for that. That's just a known fact. You know, this guy did let's do a song. I know this dude ain't pulling up on me when it says "No Turn on Red." I hear one of the most beautiful songs ever called I can't help myself. Right? A song said I can't help myself. Don't wonder if I can. It's something about I forgot how the lyrics go, but honestly, it's a beautiful song, man. And you could hear him doing a little bit of jazz in it, and that was from the Quincy Jones produced Off the Wall album. I hate this, man. Come on, man. You look. Yeah, it was off the Quincy Jones produced Off the Wall album, and I can't help it if I wanted to. That's the name of the song, but I can't help it. But it's a great song, and you can hear the jazz impresario, what they call it, in the song based on what he did, and it was brilliant. It was a brilliant song. Man, these people, man, they keep rapping 2 cents. Man, so man, we need to slow down for a minute. But yeah, nevertheless though, yeah, these folks are here, man. Back to driving crazy as usual, and as always. And they don't bother to slow down. You know, they don't even bother to slow down. They just fly out there. That's another whole story. Especially I'm coming off the ramp. I'm coming off the ramp, and I'm coming onto the ramp. You going off the ramp. Wouldn't you think if you see me coming by and trying to get on the ramp, you would slow down so you can get on? No. Anyway, but nevertheless, what I'm saying though, really, they say music is subjective. On some respects, it is. On some respects, it's not. Because if it's trash, it's trash. I'm gonna be right in front about it. If it's trash, subjective or not. You know. And I noticed even in the Grammys, when they showed the Grammys, the videos, footage I seen, a lot of artists, of course, they don't even dress normal. They dress all kind of crazy, wild costumes. Uh, Jada and her brother Jaden, he had some weird ass thing on top of his head. I don't know what it was about. But like somebody said, these rich folks, man, act crazy out here, man. Which they are. That's another whole story. You know what I'm talking about. But it just, and some of it, based on some of the way some of those guys were dressed, was very demonic. It truly was. No joke. But very, what are they doing out here? Very demonic from what I saw. It's crazy. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna cut a little short because these people are here this morning are driving demonic too. That's another story. This is DJ Wolf. Thanks for tuning in. Uh, Rate, subscribe, like, and comment with respect. That's why this one message was blocked. Um, so I'm not going to read it. I'm out.